I don't know what day it is, and I don't know what number this is, but I think it's 10. I know I'm recording this for the third time. I'm going to be reading some comments that I've been writing about COVID. First is a Reddit post, the second is an email response, and the third is a Facebook comment that I wrote. And I will just break them up. So, the Reddit post. Too long didn't read. If you find that worldwide chaos is calming, embrace your sense of zen. Don't feel obligated to match the rest of the world emotionally. At the start of quarantine, I felt like an obligation to be neurotic. After all, my life is filled with anxiety, loneliness, depression, and instability during the best of times. Shouldn't it be worse when everyone else is falling apart? So for the first 2 weeks, I would have a good day and then a bad day, and it was over and over. And then I read a meme that was like, I told my psychologist I was perfectly fine, but I didn't understand it. They told me I was used to this chaos. This was my normal condition. Of course I was fine. And whenever I read that, I remember thinking like, wait, shouldn't I be like that? So I started acting like I was comfortable with this situation. And I am. And sure, I have an immense amount of compassion for the situation, and it's not like I'm suddenly perfect, but I no longer feel obligated to be stressing out. This is life. Perhaps life a bit chaotic, but life nonetheless. If I have the ability to be calm about the situation, then I owe that to the other people in my life. After all, they've been calm for me during the normal times. So yeah, don't feel obligated to be chaotic. I found this time to be particularly zen. Steps off soapbox. But we're going to step back on it because second part is email response. It's okay to not consider this normal. It's normal in the sense that tomorrow will be as it is today. It's normal in the sense that change is constant. It's normal that as a society, we're taking a realistic look at scarcity and a legitimate threat to our and our loved ones' health. If anything, it's not normal that we're so grossly privileged as a country that we haven't given serious thought to dying, or to financial insecurity, or to spending time with our loved ones. But mostly, it's normal to sacrifice a piece of comfort and freedom for those who are weak. There's no shame in being weak. There is shame in being strong and not using that strength to protect the weak. Across the world, we're seeing people being strong, mentally strong, emotionally strong, and spiritually strong, and making the choice to stay home, to call people when they're lonely, to move back home, to grocery shop for the vulnerable, to sew masks, to sing songs, and to write emails. We're social creatures. That is what has made us the apex predator. It is as if we are a world full of wolves with fangs plucked out of our mouths. That is not normal. But we will eat berries. We will rely more heavily upon our claws, and slowly but surely, our fangs will grow back. We will rise again. This third part is a Facebook response I wrote. There's a quote right at the beginning, and it's by Jocko Willink. It says, "How do I deal with setbacks, failures, delays, defeats, or other disasters? I actually have a fairly simple way of dealing with these situations, summed up in one word: good. Take that issue, take that setback, take that problem, and turn it into something good. Go forward. And if you're a part of a team, that attitude will spread throughout." It's my part. If the world falls apart, perhaps we can rebuild it into something better. Perhaps faced with death, more people will reflect on how they've lived their life. Maybe they'll change some things, or maybe they'll reflect what they're doing all right and keep trucking. During this period, the idiots are coming out in droves and showing their true colors. Great. Now we know for sure who the idiots are. I got laid off from my job. Good. It was about time I finished my movie. It was about time I changed careers. I realized people are experiencing some intense emotions. Good. My writing is all about intensity. Now I have a release, and now I have a reason to release some of it. Even though I no longer agree with some of it, even though some of it's mediocre, and it does force me to do my job. Create. People are stuck at home. Good. Maybe they'll spend times with the one they love. People are angry at their politicians. Good. Maybe they'll vote. As for me, this is good. Simultaneously heart-wrenching? Absolutely. My positivity is by no means a lack of compassion. I know what it's like to lose someone and feel entirely powerless to stop it. I know what it's like to not be able to breathe. I've experienced that. It's terrible. It sucks. And that experience, that terror, it was good. It changed my life. Nor is this a positivity, an attack on people who aren't feeling real positive. I know myself, and I know I have a tendency to obsess on the negative. Oftentimes, I do that by ignoring it, or even worse, pretending it's something I can't change. Rather than allow myself to make those same mistakes, I want to go in the other direction. Maybe people will have similar realizations. Maybe it'll take some time. That's fine too. Change is hard and necessary. For those people feeling negative, good. For those people feeling negative, good. If you're not scared, you're stupid. Dig into those emotions. Sink your teeth in anger, distraught, fear, and anxiety. Know it's there, because it is, just for me like anybody else. What's it taste like? If you could draw it, what color would it be? What do you call it? And are you going to let it stop you? I hope the answer is no. My monster is purple and green. They're there, but they don't get to make choices. They don't get to drive. They don't get to come with me. They're gonna come with me. I don't have a choice in that. They're gonna come with me. I don't have a choice in that. But I do get to choose if I listen to them or not. If they're screaming at me not to do something, this is good. Probably means I should. 3 for 1. Everyone stay safe. Really, truly, my heart is with you. I know this is not an easy period of time, and that everyone's situation is different. Be validated in the fact that it is difficult. That is okay. And it makes sense. If there's anything I can do for you, all of you can contact me, and I would encourage you to do so if there's any way that I can help. Have a good night. Stay safe. Stay home. And go donate masks if you have any, please, because the doctors need them.